Hey guys, today is April the 11th of 2022, and I wanted to revisit gold. Our last update was in March. So without any further ado, let's get into it. As you guys remember, my last video, I was talking about March the 21st of possible swing low and maybe continuing higher prices. But as you can see, that pretty much didn't play out yet. It's just been chopping around, going back and forth. And these are just closes. So you look at the chart, not closes, just regular candles. You can see that it even took out that low on March the 21st, and then continue pushing higher and going back down. And I think as of today or yesterday, we got this nice little pop. But we'll look at the charts when we get to those clips. So right here, this is a 5-year, the blue line. This is where I was looking at the seasonality, looking for a swing low in March and push high and continue trending higher till like April the 13th. And that's going to be in the next couple of days. What is it, Wednesday? Yep, on Wednesday, it makes a peak and it pulls back down or could go sideways to May the 4th. And then it pushes higher. So this is the 5-year average price action. When you do the 10-year, which is the green, it peaks, as a bottom here on March 21st, and it peaks actually today on the 11th. So today we got this nice little pop. So just be careful. Even though you got a nice pop, you think it might continue seasonality-wise, it could be a bull trap. And then it pulls in all the way to May 26th. So this one kind of drags down using the 10-year average price action. And then kind of goes sideways to up into June. And the last one I have here is the 15-year average. You can see it makes a swing low on March the 21st around there. Kind of pulls back in on the 30th. But this one continues going sideways to higher. So we leave the 15, add the 10-year. Things you probably want to watch out is for today's price action, which is the 11th. And it could possibly trend sideways to lower all the way to March 26th. And then you take the 5-year, which is that blue line. And that one peaks out somewhere around the 13th, which 13, which would be Wednesday. And that blue line pulls back till May 3rd or 4th. Now we're going to go to the next clip. Okay, guys, so here are the data set I have, and I'm using from April 18th of 2019 all the way to current prices. This is GC, gold futures. There's a couple of cycles here that I wanted to go over and some possible, outcomes. First, the dominant cycle is the 40. You see that it's smaller. And now we did a trough here on March 30th, and we're going to hit it somewhere around April 23rd, and then go back down to the trough of, you can say May the 13th. Remember the seasonality on the 5-year average price action, regards to seasonality, somewhere around the 4/5, it hits a bottom, then it continues going higher. While this cycle, which is the dominant cycle, hits it on the it's a trough on March the 13th. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And then there's a cycle that is pretty strong in regards to Bartels and has a little strength. It's the 180. That one is in a down cycle. It peaked somewhere around February the 28th or March the 1st. And it's going to find a trough somewhere around June the 9th. The next cycle is the 105, and that one is in a down cycle too. And this is daily close. This is a daily chart way. This one hits a trough somewhere around May 15, 14. It's kind of close to the seasonality low of May 4th using the 5-year price action. Now, on the positive side, there is a cycle, which is a 250. Uh, that one peaks out somewhere around May the 15th. So things are pretty much, opposite. You got two that are down, the 180, the 105, and then you have the 250 that is in an upcycle. So take the 250 and use the dominant cycle, which is 40. This is the price action you get, or, not price action, the projection uh, forecast, using probability. It's going to top out somewhere around April the 24th, pull back, or maybe go sideways to March the 13th, and then go up June the 2nd, and then pull back on June the 24th. Now, if we're going to go with the bearish scenario using the 180 and the dominant cycle, 40, this is what you get. So it peaks out somewhere around April the 20th, bottoms out somewhere around May the 16th, retraces to June, and then finally has a swing low somewhere around June the 21st. Go figure, the solstice, change of season. So we'll see how that plays out. As you know, the change of season on March the 21st didn't really give a lot of energy behind that move. Kind of just pretty much was chop fest. So that's the 180. With the 40, we take the 105. With the 40, it bottoms out somewhere around May the 13th, and it finds a top somewhere around April 18, around there, 17, 18. Merge the 180 and the 105, pretty much finding a low somewhere around in May the 15th. And the seasonality 10-year average finds a low somewhere around the last week of May. So the 5-year is in sync with the 10-year, and these cycles kind of line up where the probability where prices could go lower somewhere around May using these cycles. Now, where there could be a curveball is that the 250 cycle plays out and reverses all that, and we go higher into April 24th. So those are the things I'm noticing with the cycles and the data set using the daily chart. And we'll probably go now to the last clip and show you what I see there. Looking at the technicals, on the monthly, it's in a buy. Summary, on the weekly, it's in a buy. And on the daily, it's in a buy. As of today, this could all change in the next couple of hours or days. And the 4-hour is on a buy. So that's what the technicals are saying. As you can see, the price action, today's the 11th. That's one of the possible peaks in regards to seasonality. So it'd be interesting to see what tomorrow is going to look like, and Wednesday. And then Wednesday, the 10-year, I believe, peaks out on the 13th. The 5-year peaked out today. And you saw the cycles. Some of them are bottoming them up. They're bottoming, hitting a trough somewhere around the 15th, 10th. And the seasonality is going to hit somewhere bottom on the 4th. So if this is going to play out, this area is probably going to chop around here into May. If this area is going to hold, especially with this bit right here. I mean, if it really pushes down, then this is going to be your next area of support. Also, this trend line here. You got a couple of trend lines to see if it's going to hold. And then might find support, might go sideways. Or if it's going to push higher, then we need to take out that 1974 and push higher and maybe retest this high. That's as the 250 cycle is going to play out going up into June. And then we'll see if we continue pushing higher and have a close above that 2077, somewhere around there, and push higher. But that all remains to be seen. So I just want to leave you at that. Going to be interesting how this week is going to play out. As you can see, the price action has just been consolidating, just chopping, with a small bias to the upside because this trend is, up. But it's just been chopping around here. So let's see how these cycles and seasonalities, how they are going to play out for April and May, and then we'll revisit gold and see what happened. Hopefully you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on gold using the Gann price and time technical analysis.